What makes a small business fail? Okay. In this video today, we're going to go over the things that I have seen from running a photography franchise across the country, hiring sales reps, and recruiting people to running my own agency, and then running into my coaching company where I'm coaching business owners how to get more leads and sales using video marketing. And what I've seen across the board from the people that are winning big and then the people that are struggling throughout this thing. Okay. So it's your boy, Colton Havens. Okay. On this channel, we talk about how to grow our business online, also how to do the wealth, health, love, and happiness. So we have all the pillars of the good life, right? Because that's what you want. Make sure you are subscribed. Okay. So let me tell you a story. Okay. I think one of the biggest reasons why most businesses fail, okay, is because of the mindset we have as business owners coming into that business. Okay. So before we talk about sales, logistics, how much things cost, where you get your money from, all of those things, we're going to talk about the mindset you have of becoming a business owner, or if you already are a business owner, maybe this is why you're struggling. Okay. So go ahead and comment mindset down there, because you know that mindset is key. Whatever attitude you have is the outcome you're most likely going to get. You ever heard that before, right? You agree with that? Just comment mindset in those comments down there below. So here is the very first mindset crippling effect that I have seen across the board. Okay. Set it and forget it. So we're going to set all of these automations up for your business, and then we're going to push a bunch of people to it, push a bunch of ads to it, and then you can set it and forget it. And now you have an automated income process. Okay. Not going to happen. Okay. From someone like me, from running an agency and scaling multiple businesses to over 100K a month in course sales, I can guarantee you that it's never just set and forget. You have maintenance that you have to do on your courses. You have things you have to update. Some sales funnels sometimes get tweaked. The algorithm changes on YouTube. YouTube does a new update. Facebook does a new update. And now you got to change and rearrange things. So it will never be a set and forget. So there's two things with this mindset that are going to cripple us. Okay. Because I'm a victim of this. Okay. I'm preaching to the choir here. This is the reason why I wanted to get into business too, right? I'm like, let me make millions of dollars doing nothing, right? I'm willing to work hard for a second. Okay. Now, this is one of the biggest myths I think that we have been preached to, is like the 4-hour work week, or, the 4-day work week is actually doable. Is it what you want to be doing though, right? These are the questions that we have. Okay. So really, let's think about this philosophy of set it and forget it for other things in life besides your business. Let's think about this for a relationship. So you call me up and you're like, hey, dude, I've got this new spouse, wife, husband, or this new person I'm dating. We're going to get married. And do you know what the best part is once we get married, I can set it and forget it. I no longer have to work on it after we do this. After a marriage is done and everything is set into place, I can now set it and forget it. Okay. You see the logic here? You seeing the logic here? Now let's think about it for our fitness. Hey, Colton, I just found the best thing that once I get my fitness to this level, I can set it and forget it. Okay, you seeing the logic here? What about happiness? Colton, I have figured out the way. I have figured out the way that I can have happiness. Once I get to this part, I will set it and forget it. Okay. Are you following along right here with me on this? Is this making a lot of sense for you? There's never a set and forget. So the reverse psychology for this, or how we can flip it, right? Because our thoughts, we can't ever just like get rid of a thought. We need to replace the thought with a different thought that will help and serve us, because this thought is not going to help and serve us. So instead of thinking, how can I set it and forget it? What we need to do is, how can I find something that's so much fun that I'd never look at the clock? Okay. How can I get lost in the moment of doing the thing that I like the most and never have to look at the watch? And it also pays me dividends. Okay. And this is kind of what happened to me coaching for some reason, helping other business owners. It doesn't feel like I'm working, or when I'm doing research for my business on how to make videos and stuff, sometimes that feels like work, but I actually get excited. Like I'm like, oh, what's trending? How can I get more views here? What's going to blow up over here? Right. And technically, I only work like six hours a week in my coaching company. Okay. I work 4 hours on Mondays doing one-on-one phone calls with business owners where we go for 90 days and we just get on the phone for an hour, go over all their marketing strategies and get all their organic strategies moving and pushing, going good. And then they can add ads onto that later, right? Which is what our agency does. And then I have my course on Wednesdays where I have like 25 business owners in there where I'm doing one versus many and I'm coaching all of them. Okay. But in the meantime, between all that time, Colton is on the phone, on the internet, researching new trending topics, figuring out what the videos are doing. So I'm working way more than 6 hours. Okay. All right. But when I come to serve, when I come to show up, it's going to be for those 6 hours that pay me. But I'm working almost 24/7. I just never shut my brain off. It's just something that I love, enjoy doing, and it doesn't feel like a lot of work for me. Okay. Even though that I do it all the time, but the only time it feels like work sometimes is when you're working with business owners and you're butting heads, right? Okay, sometimes they'll be like that. Okay. The other mindset shift, okay, also that we have fallen into the trap is that we can outsource everything, okay, and then just sit back and relax and drink margaritas on the beach. Okay. It doesn't work all the time. We will have to outsource things. If someone can do something as good, 80% as good as you can, you need to outsource it so we can be the visionary. We can be the person that's learning the new things that are coming up, that are changing, and we can stay ahead of the times. Because just like my photography business, it was not ahead of the times. I had to be physically somewhere. I had a bunch of overhead, and the only way for me to make sales was if people walked into a mall. And once the pandemic hit and all the doors closed, there wasn't very many people walking and coming into the malls, right? It's a good thing that I had been learning online marketing for years before that. Okay. And then so when that happened, I developed everything that I just talked about in the last 2 years of me making this video, September 10th. Okay. So it's a very new business that's been profitable, and also been able to scale multiple other businesses because of the same concepts. Okay. So hiring everything out is very crucial. You do need to do it, but you can't just set and forget because things will always changing, things will always adapt, and we have to be on this learning. We have to be learning machines. I mean, there's no if, ands, or buts about it. So we have to enjoy learning. Okay. The other pitfall that us small business owners run into is if you can't find someone to do it right, then you got to do it yourself. Okay. This is going to cripple you. Okay. Because you're never going to find somebody that can do it as good as you. Okay. You may have 10 years in the business. You may have a lot of time and experience in the business. We are only looking for somebody that can do it 80% as good as you or way better than that. Okay. That's the threshold though. Okay. You can't have these high standards on people that is not, they're not, it's not their business. Okay. It's your business and they're not going to care about it as much as you do to put that same amount of effort is that you will. But we can't get stuck doing everything. We cannot get stuck as a solo entrepreneur because then we just have super jobs. As you've seen growing your business now, there are multiple different aspects that you have to do. You got email, you got video marketing, you got ads, you got delivery on your product, you got the actual coaching, you have the building of the product, you have whatever products that you may have products you have to build and ship and dealing with systems. And there's just a ton of things that we as business owners have to do that we don't realize we have to do until we get into the business. Okay. Which is fine. That's okay. You're one of the few people because you've made it this far, right? And one of the biggest things that we can do as business owners that will grow our bottom line in the long run, in the short run, as fast as possible with the least amount of effort having to do it, right, is going to be videos. This is literally how we have to grow our business in 2022 and beyond. Because I reached almost 400,000 people in this last 28 days using 7-second and 6-second videos, right? The longest one right here is 17 seconds. I also have videos that are a minute long or more on my channel, but they're not going as far, right? They're getting like 1,000 views. These ones are getting 28,000. I got one up this morning that has 14,000 views. This one right here that kind of blew up, and it's only a 4-second video. So this is the fastest way to reach new people. Now, if you remember, this is all tracked back to Google Analytics. So when I start running ads to these people, they've already seen my face. They already know who I am, and it costs me way, 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 way less to pay YouTube and Google. Okay. So video marketing is huge. Okay. This is the way to grow our bottom line the fastest, the simplest, and reach hundreds of that. Imagine how long it would take us to reach this many people face to face. When I was working in the malls, I would be talking to like 300 people, be walking through the doors every day at the mall. And I was at the point where I literally said hi to every single one. Okay. Every single one. If you ever find somebody that actually worked with me side by side, they will tell you that I literally asked every single person. So you do 300 times 7. That's 2,000 people a week. You times that by 52, and you're at 104,000 people for the year. And I reached triple that in 30 days that know about my business and how I can help them. Okay, so this is the power of leverage that we need in our business. Now you can do this yourself. Obviously, I'm doing it myself. It's super simple. I believe it's very simple. Or you can outsource it to me and my team to do the agency and the marketing side. Okay, you can jump on a call down in the comments down there below, makethedamnvideo.com, and fill out the form, and then we can jump on a call. Pick a day that works for you, and we can figure out what your business needs for marketing purposes and driving leads and sales. Because sales, if you do not know how to sell, you have to develop that skill. You have to be the best salesperson in your business, or else it will guaranteed fail. Because if it's just you, you can make your bottom line grow really big by being able to close sales for yourself. Okay. Now you don't want to stay there forever, because then you have to kill what you eat, which is you're basically just a commission sales rep. So that's when the systems come into play, and so you can scale what you're currently doing, right? The systems, which is going to be videos or ads into a funnel that automates the sales process as much as possible. There's going to be times when you have the higher ticket levels where you have to get on the phone with people, because over $1,000, if you're charging anything over $1,000, the science and the numbers tell us that they need a human contact in order for those to in order for those sales to go through easier. We have sold a $2,000 info product before as well. So it just, if it's working, you can do it, but the majority of the time has to be on the phone. So we have to learn sales. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay, my friend. But these are the things that I've seen almost cripple my business. And I've seen it cripple tons of other people's business as well. Especially if you're trying to grow to the 100K a month or more, right? We didn't get into this business to make 40K, 50K, or even 100K a year, because that's nothing in this world now, right? We need 300, 500K a year to bring it home to be a good business, right? That's my personal take on Business 101, because of taxes and overhead and all the things it takes to live a decent life in this world. Okay, go ahead and like this video, share it to your friends. Okay, let's reach as many people as possible. I cannot do it all by myself, and I appreciate your time and attention, my friend. I love you. Go ahead and book a phone call down below, and let's see how we can help your business grow to the level that you want. All right, I'll see you on the inside. Peace.